So I think I've done a couple of videos on how terrible the outlook for Madam Web is. And for some of you, it's going to be disappointing and you're going to scream and yell at me. For the others, you can be like, yeah, but this is exactly how they said it was going to go. And let's see how let's see the cope in the comment section. So as it turns out, Madam Web came out to an opening week internationally, not just in the US, internationally of $50 million. That's right, 50 million. It's been atrocious. And I want to put that into perspective because, oh my God, it was so much worse. So much worse. So here we go with the numbers. February 14th, opening day, 6 million. Granted, that's in the middle of the week. So we'll give the 6 million to everybody who had a girlfriend who wanted to see the strong girl boss power. And then 2 million and 4 million. That's worse than Morbius. Because here are the numbers for Morbius. March 31st, 5.7 million. April 1st, 17 million. April 2nd, 13 million. April 3rd, 8 million. These are Morbius's numbers. Going back to Madam Web, absolutely worse. Absolutely worse. This movie is terrible. Oh my God. I'm laughing so hard I'm crying. I've been laughing since these numbers came out. Fantastic. Fantastic. Keep wasting money. Unfortunately, this may make its production cost, not with the entire cost of, advertising and everything else, might make its production cost. Because they didn't spend a whole lot making this. All whopping 80 mil. So they're a little bit more than halfway there. Only slightly. But then again, it's going to roll into a normal week here. So, yeah, expect those numbers to drop. But this movie was absolutely terrible. I know I said it in the previous video when I was laughing at the empty theaters for this movie. But the movie was absolutely terrible. Like, throughout the entire movie, this is before she realizes she has powers. Before she actually gets them. Before she has her deja vu moments. She'd literally just look at someone who was working on somebody else and be like, you need to check this instead. You need to look at this. And I'm not even joking. Their quote was, good catch. You're amazing. You're fantastic. The entire movie was her girl bossing without powers, being absolutely amazing at everything. And the writing was absolutely terrible. It's quite literally like these writers were so inept, they just actually went to ChatGPT and were like, write a scene about this. Like, it's quite literally just nothing but girl bossing. And for those of you who were expecting to see at least the attractive one, which I'll give them this, because normally when they put superhuman women in comics or in films, they're absolutely disgusting and nobody wants to see them. But the girls they picked were mildly attractive, and you would expect to at least see them because they put it in the trailer in their suits. No, you don't get any of that. Nope, nothing. Nope. It's not even eye candy. There is nothing good about this movie. But I mean, the numbers are showing it. 50 million worldwide. Worse than Morbius. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could do a review on this movie, but it was so fucking boring. There's nothing to review. At the end, I mean, I want to do a review on the movie, but there's nothing there. Like, the entire movie is her being a girl boss paramedic, being able to tell everybody what's wrong with somebody like she's Dr. fucking House, but none of the actual effort for it. Oh, she's an orphan. The guy who was dressed as Dark Spider-Man is killed her mother, so now she's got special powers because, the plot demands it. She can sort of see the future sometimes, until the very end. That's when everything comes together. But yeah, no, the entire movie's 4 women running around fighting a dude. I honestly don't get the plot of the movie. But I mean, I guess this is what happens when you enter a feminist into writing scripts and they're like, we ran out of characters to destroy. Well, let's just pick some random D-list characters out of Marvel comics. We'll make movies about them. Oh, how about this guy? No, we can't do a guy. How about this guy? No, I said we can't do a guy, guys. Well, how about this random female that's quadriplegic and stuck in a chair and can't see but can tell the future? That sounds like a great idea. Oh, we got to give her a backstory because she was a D-list character in a comic series. I mean, granted, Spider-Man's A-list, but a D-list character. That's what Madam Web is. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Let's put her in a fucking movie. Like, and of course, through the entire movie, no pets, no kids, no boyfriends, no families. She just lives alone in her apartment, rescuing people as a paramedic until, you know, the plot demands it. Yeah, this movie is absolutely one of the most boring movies of all time. Like, at least Morbius was a bad movie that you can make fun of because it was funny. This wasn't even funny. I didn't find myself a single time wanting to laugh at anything. Even with how bad it just wasn't even a bad funny. It was just bad. But you know what? Thumbs up for making this movie and wasting money on another feminist BS plot. Make more. Make more. Because here, from Dexerto, will there be a Madam Web 2? Came out in February. This article came out on February 14th. And ultimately, normally I don't read articles before I read because I like doing live reactions to some of this stuff. But even they can't shill for it. They're like, no, there's no way. We can't get a Madam Web 2. They're like, they didn't even bother putting in the infamous end title fucking clip of a teaser. They're just like, no. Nope, it's over. I think even the company knew this wasn't worthy of a sequel. Let's see, where do they go on? So here they go. A decision regarding any sequel I will doubtless depend on Madam Web's box office performance. And with the movie tracking to open around 30 million mark in the US, meaning an even worse debut than Morbius, don't hold your breath for Madam Web 2. But we'll update this article accordingly should there be anything announced. Yeah, 23 million opening weekend. US, worse than Morbius. Get fucking wrecked. Get wrecked. Waste all the money. All of it. Waste it all. So yeah, there's my update on Madam Web. There's my review on how boring it was. It really is just that boring. And even on Rotten Tomatoes, the ratings aren't getting any better. 13% on all critics, 43% by all the audiences, 2.6. It's an awful movie. It really is. Anyways, I'm going to quit reiterating the point on how awful the movie is. Guys, like always, make sure you smash that like button. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments section. I'm sure there will be some Marvel and Disney shills coping and seething, calling me all sorts of names, and I want to hear it. But make sure you smash that subscribe button as well. And until the next one, guys, be easy like sleazy.